From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Saturday, March 28th, 2015. Silver is trading at $16.95 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,199 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $253. AntiWarcom reports while the U.S. has not yet begun training its would-be pro-U.S. rebel forces for Syria yet, and indeed has not even decided if they're going to support them once they're done, the Pentagon confirmed that the first 400 recruits have been selected. The recruits, part of some 1,800 identified potential candidates for rebellion, are still being vetted, and after background checks, Pentagon officials say they could be ready to send to Syria as early as this fall. What happens then is anyone's guess. The Pentagon has talked up this program as training and arming some 15,000 rebel troops over the next 5 years, but has not identified much more than 10% of that as a pool to even draw from. Sending 400 rebels back to Syria with a few months training and a bunch of pricey U.S.-made weaponry seems a recipe for a quick round of losses. 400 slain rebels and the Islamic State collecting another 400 rebels worth of U.S. weaponry to add to their growing collection. For over 35 years, Robertson Roberts has been a trusted source for buying and selling your investment-grade precious metals. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and permanently removed the minimum purchase order for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Robertson Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on investing and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 850-478-5270 or online at rrbi.co. UPI reports Senate Minority Leader Harry Reid endorsed New York Senator Chuck Schumer to succeed him as Democratic leader after he retires in 2016. Reid predicted Schumer would win the post without opposition and said the other likely contender, Senate Minority Leader Dick Durbin, would likely forgo a bid for the seat. Schumer holds the Senate Democrats' number 3 seat behind Durbin. Reid spokesman Adam Gentleson said that the choice is up to the Senate Democrats, but Senator Reid thinks Senator Schumer has earned it. On Friday, Reid announced he will not seek re-election next year, bringing his 3-decade congressional career to a close. The Nevada Democrat made the announcement on his website, saying the injuries he sustained in a January accident allowed him to have a little downtime. Reid, who has led the Senate Democrats since 2005, said he wanted to go out on top of his game, adding that he did not want to tie up resources that could help Democrats take back the Senate in 2016. Reid would have likely faced a difficult re-election bid after an unlikely victory in 2010 against Tea Party favorite Sharon Angle. Catherine Cortez Masto, Nevada's former Attorney General, is considered a strong Democratic candidate to take Reid's place.
You can support FPP Radio by joining the Fans program. Fans help FPP afford to produce more original content. You can join the Fans program for as little as $3 per month or any amount of Bitcoin per month, thanks to the recurring payment options provided by Coinbase. To learn more or to join the Fans program, visit fans.fppradio.com. That's FANS.fppradio.com.
Bloomberg reports a JetBlue Airways pilot whose erratic behavior forced the diversion of a flight from New York to Las Vegas in 2012 sued the airline for $14.9 million, claiming it should not have allowed him to fly. Clayton Osborne filed suit 3 days after the crash of Germanwings Flight 9525, which has raised concern about pilots' mental stability. Authorities say they believe that Flight 9525's co-pilot intentionally steered the Airbus A320 into the French Alps on Tuesday, killing all 150 passengers and crew. Osborne claims in his complaint that a complex partial brain seizure caused him to run down the plane's aisle screaming about religion and terrorist attacks before he was restrained by passengers. He said JetBlue's failure to ground him before the flight caused him public embarrassment and the loss of his career and reputation. According to a complaint filed Friday in Manhattan federal court, quote, JetBlue failed to make any effort to ensure that Captain Osborne was fit to fly despite clear evidence and warning signs that he required immediate medical attention, end quote. Osborne was found not guilty by reason of insanity of a charge of interfering with the flight crew. A psychologist said he suffered from a severe mental disease or defect at the time of the flight. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.